everyone? Welcome back. Please comment, rate, subscribe, folks. Comment, rate, subscribe, like the videos. Also share the videos. I want to thank everyone that does like watching and share my videos. You folks are the absolute best. Listen, folks, there's a link tree down below. Has the links to all of my social media platforms. Please go down there. Follow me across all my social media platforms and talk to me because I talk back. Also down there as well as links to all of my YouTube pages. Please go down there, subscribe to all my YouTube pages, and turn on your notifications so when I post content, you folks will be in the know. All right? Listen, folks, tomorrow we will be sitting down having a live game reaction. Be watching the Jets' final game of the season, all right? Come on in, join your boy right here on the channel, all right? I love going back and forth with you folks about this football team. So with that said and done and put to the side, I've come to talk to you folks today about the New York Jets' upcoming game against the Miami Dolphins. Man, what a season it's been, okay? A lot of ups, a lot of downs, you know, a lot of great moments, a lot of disappointments, all right? As we know, the Jets are out of the playoff chase. That's done for us. But guess what? The Dolphins are not. And the Dolphins are trying their best, all right, to get their spot in the playoffs. They have a playoff chance. And the New York Jets can be a spoiler. Oh, wouldn't it be sweet if we could keep them out the playoffs, all right? This is one of our most hated rivals in the AFC East. And I personally would like nothing else but to see the Dolphins on the couch right next to us, okay? No need to worry about that playoff stuff. No need to worry about competing to try to go as far as you can to see if you can win a Super Bowl. Oh, we're going to try our hardest. Oh, no, don't worry about that, good sir. Go ahead and sit on down on this couch right next to us and be a spectator. I'd love it. I'd love it. All right? Now, with that said, this game, all right, is going to be tough for the Jets because you look at us offensively, we're banged up, and I'm going to get into it. Mike White, 5 fractured ribs. 5, okay? He's going to be out for this football game. He did try to go earlier in the week. He was practicing. He was out there. He was trying to handle business. But as the week continued on, the pain flared up, the soreness flared up, and they shut it down. He, publicly came out and again talked about how he has 5 fractured ribs. Sulla even talked about the pain, and that's why they're sitting him down. He came out and talked about, hey, I want to go out there and, basically do his best. I'm paraphrasing. He said he wanted to do his best, and he wanted to sit down because guess what? The guys aren't going to get the best quarterback that they need. They're not going to get a guy that's going to be able to go out there and make plays. And we saw that against Seattle. He took a shot against Seattle and came back out, and you could clearly see that the ribs were affecting him. And they were affecting him, honestly, from the start of the game. You could see that. So Mike White, not going to play in this game. Our starter is going to be Joe Flacco. And our backup, according to reports, is going to be Zach Wilson. Okay, now this is big because our offensive line is banged up. Okay, listen, Dwayne Brown, George Fant, Herbig, they're going to be out for this football game. They're not going to be playing. Nope, none of them. Oboye, Feeney, or LDT, Rimmers, will possibly be starting this game. Either Feeney or LDT is going to be starting in this game. All right, now. The reason why that's important is because Joe Flacco's a statue. This Jets offensive line has been struggling, with keeping guys upright and not getting hit. They got Mike White blasted consistently. We saw that. Joe Flacco is not a runner. He's not a guy that's going to get out of the way. I expect him to take a lot of shots in this upcoming game. I'm being completely real with you. I don't expect Joe Flacco to finish this game. I'm being completely honest with you. I think he's going to take some hits, and he is going to have a long day behind this offensive line. And there's no doubt in my mind that at some point, we will probably see Zach Wilson out there on the field because our offensive line has been so up and down with their play and their protection of our quarterback. Now, when you look at the situation, the thing that can help the New York Jets, because again, the Dolphins could turn up the pressure if you want to try to throw the ball at them. They got guys that can get after it. Raekwon Davis, you got Chubb as well on that defense. He's dealing with the injury, but everything that we've heard, he's going to give it a go. You also got Wilkins out there too. They'll turn it up if you're trying to throw the ball and our offensive line is struggling to get these guys blocked. We must run the football effectively. Oh my goodness, man. Our running game has been so bad. And what's crazy is we've been playing bad defenses and still can't run the football. Running game wasn't great against the Lions. It wasn't great against the Jags. It wasn't great against Seattle. And these are not great defenses, you know? So we've got to run the football better. We've absolutely got to. Ty Johnson, Michael Carter, who's a guy that really needs to step up. He's been very up and down this season, which has been surprising. So we've got to get it together, man. We've got to run the football effectively to really give ourselves a chance in this upcoming game against the Dolphins. Now, I also want to see what's going to happen at the wide receiver position too. You know, listen, Garrett Wilson has been amazing this year. Already has over 1,000 yards. Holds the Jets, single season rookie receiving records for yardage. He's been phenomenal. I want to see if he can just finish out the season strong. What kind of game is he going to have in this final game against the Dolphins? Because, again, the Dolphins are banged up a bit in their secondary. Howard, one of their corners, he's dealing with the injury too. Garrett Wilson is so good. I'm expecting big things from him in this game. I think he can go out there and put up some big numbers for us. Maybe even have over 100 yards in this upcoming game. We've seen him go off like that before. You look at Elijah Moore. I want to see if Mike LaFleur is going to be able to utilize him. How is he going to be able to get the ball in Elijah Moore's hands? Again, we've seen a lot of calls go to Braxton Berrios that should go to Elijah Moore. Maybe this week to close out the season we see that. I also want to see C.J. Uzomah and Conklin be utilized better within the offense as well, which I kind of expect because I think that when you look at the situation, again, when you have our offensive line banked up, I think we'll see a lot of big sets. Guys are going to come in, help to block, and then probably, or chip, and go out for passes. So I can see Uzomah and Conklin really having a solid game in this upcoming game. Now, you look at the Jets' defense. Tua is not going to be playing in this upcoming game. Bridgewater as well is dealing with a finger injury. As of now, according to reports, Skylar Thompson's going to be the guy that's going to be playing. Listen here, all right? Bang this guy around. Lawson, Williams, Jermaine Johnson, Huff, destroy him with legal shots, but destroy him. You hit Thompson and jack him up, dude, he's going to start throwing interceptions. He's going to start throwing interceptions. That's a fact. He's going to start throwing turnovers, and you're going to see it, all right? And we're going to get the ball back. That's going to be big because our defense, again, even though they've been playing solidly, at spots at times, we get a little sloppy, we give up stuff, and then we've also got to start getting more turnovers. Getting some turnovers defensively will help us immensely in this upcoming game. We've also got to stop the run as well. The Dolphins are dealing with some injuries along their offensive line. Armstead, one of their starting tackles, he's not going to be playing in this upcoming football game. He's doubtful, so it's looking like he's not going to be going. We should absolutely just blooding them up front. And they're going to try to run the football, and we've got to stop that. Against Seattle, we struggled with that. I'm talking struggle. They came out and had an over 60-yard rush for their first, offensive play. We cannot let that happen against the Dolphins. Beat them up, okay? Set the tone defensively and let them know it's our time, okay? We're going to destroy you this week. You're not going nowhere. Tyreek Hill, Jalen Waddle. Those guys are really good. Matched up with Sauce and Reed this week, baby. Listen, I expect Sauce and Reed to continue to take care of business. We shut down DK Metcalf. We shut down, Tyler Lockett. Waddle and Tyreek Hill, phenomenal guys, but we were actually able to shut them down earlier this year as well. I expect the same result here. I expect us to come out, lock these guys up. The big issue that I see coming already is Smythe and Gesicki, man. Woo, these guys, Smythe and Gesicki, okay, are going to be the big problems here. We saw Seattle do it. They targeted our linebacker and safety core, and they saw a win that way. We've got to be prepared for Mike Gesicki and Smythe this week. We've got to be prepared. Gesicki kills us every single year. He does, every single year. The Jets linebacking core and safety core better have it together because you will be targeted in the pass game. They're going to try to open up. I guarantee you that's what they're going to try to do. Also, our special teams, Braxton Berrios, Braden Mann, be better. Okay, just be better. Be better than you were in the past. Berrios just letting guys, punt and get the ball at the one, just down it at the one. He's got to stop that. And Braden Mann, you're a big candidate to not be here next year. You've been so up and down with your punting. It's been atrocious. And special teams in this game, I think, is going to play a big factor with field positioning and scoring positioning as well. We got to get it together there. So, with that said, I am taking the Dolphins to win this football game. I'm picking the Dolphins to beat the Jets 20-10 to close out the season. I think the Jets defense will play solidly, but the Jets offense will struggle. It's gonna struggle. I already feel it. The only like kind of good thing I guess that could come out of a Jets loss is we're probably gonna have a top 10 pick if we do lose this football game. So that's something that I guess can help us in the future, right? But I can't take the Jets in this game. Not as banged up as we are offensively, and definitely not with Flacco being the starter. I'm not taking the Jets. So comment down below. Let me know what you folks think. How do you folks feel about the Jets? What are your thoughts about Flacco starting? What are your thoughts about our offensive line being banged up? How do you feel about our defense? Do you think we'll be able to get after Thompson? Let me know. Comment down below. Let's go back and forth. You folks have a good one. Peace.